After his wife died, the rich man changed. He used to smile. Now, he barely spoke. He had everything: money, a big house, cars, but nothing felt right anymore. His heart was broken. His life felt empty. Only one thing still mattered to him: his little son, Liam. Liam was just 6 years old, too young to understand death, too small to carry so much pain. The man loved Liam more than anything, but he was scared. What if something happened to him too? Who would protect Liam then? He was engaged to a woman named Vanessa. She was beautiful and sweet, at least on the outside. But deep inside, the man had doubts. Did she really love him? Would she ever love his son? So, he made a painful decision. He dressed Liam in old, dirty clothes, told him to pretend he had no family. Then he sent him to Vanessa's home. He wanted to see how they would treat a poor, helpless child. He didn't expect what came next. The truth, the cruelty, the tears. What that family did to Liam will make you cry. We requested you please subscribe our channel and tell us where you are watching from. Liam's father was a successful man. He worked hard for many years. He owned several businesses and had more money than he ever dreamed of. But even with all the money, he stayed kind. He never looked down on others. He believed love was the most important thing in life, and he had love. He was married to a gentle and caring woman. They had one son, Liam. Liam was the light of their lives. He was full of laughter and joy. He loved drawing, playing in the garden, and cuddling with his mom. Every night, they ate dinner together. They told stories. They laughed. Their home was filled with happiness. The man often looked at his wife and son and thought, "I don't need anything else. This is my heaven." But one rainy evening, that heaven was taken away. His wife went out to buy a gift for Liam's birthday. She never came back. There was a car crash. The news came quickly, but it felt like time had stopped. The man rushed to the hospital, but it was too late. His wife had died on the spot. He stood in silence. He couldn't believe it. His hands were cold. His heart felt like it had been torn apart. He went home that night and saw Liam sleeping. The boy didn't know his mother was gone forever. The man sat beside his son and cried quietly. He didn't want to wake him. From that day, everything changed. The house that once echoed with laughter was now quiet. The man stopped smiling. He stopped talking to friends. His world had turned dark. Only Liam kept him going. The boy still needed love, care, and protection. But deep down, the man had one fear. What if something happens to me too? Who will take care of Liam? This fear slowly grew. And one day it led him to do something no one expected. After his wife's death, the man stayed alone for a long time. He focused on his son. He tried to stay strong, but the pain was always there. Years passed, and people around him told him to move on. They said, "You're still young. You should find love again." One day he met a woman named Vanessa. She was young, beautiful, and charming. She smiled a lot and said all the right things. At first he felt something warm in his heart. Vanessa seemed kind. She said she cared about him. She even smiled at Liam and brought him toys. Everyone around him said she was perfect. But the man had doubts. Something didn't feel right. Vanessa was always sweet when others were watching. But when they were alone, she seemed cold. Her eyes didn't match her smile. She never truly listened when he talked about Liam. She only asked about money, business, and the wedding. The man grew worried. He thought, what if she's pretending? What if she doesn't care about my son at all? He knew he had to find out the truth. But he couldn't ask her directly. So he made a plan. A strange, painful plan. He called his most trusted worker. He said, "Bring Liam to me. I need to send him away for a few days." Then he sat with Liam. The boy didn't understand what was happening. His father gave him old, dirty clothes. He told him, "You are going to live with a new family for some time. Pretend you have no home. Pretend I don't exist." Liam was scared. He had tears in his eyes. But he trusted his father. The man kissed his forehead and said, "Be brave, my son." Then he sent Liam to Vanessa's family. He told them this boy is poor. He has no parents. He needs a place to stay. They said yes. They smiled and welcomed the boy. But what they did after that would soon reveal their true hearts. At first, everything seemed fine. Vanessa's family welcomed Liam with smiles. They said, "Of course he can stay." Poor child. But the moment the door closed, their smiles disappeared. Vanessa's mother looked at Liam and frowned. "He smells," she said. Her sister laughed. "Look at his clothes. He's so dirty." They didn't treat him like a child. They treated him like trash. They gave him the smallest corner in the house. No bed, just an old mat on the floor. They gave him leftover food, cold rice, dry bread, nothing warm. He was not allowed to sit on the sofa, not allowed to watch TV, not allowed to touch anything. Each morning they made him clean the house. He swept the floors, washed the dishes, carried water. If he made a mistake, they shouted at him. Sometimes they pushed him. Sometimes they called him names. He was only 6, but they treated him like a servant. Liam was scared. He missed his father. He missed his mother. He wanted to go home, but he stayed quiet. His father told him to be brave, so he kept the pain inside. The only person who showed him any kindness was the old grandmother in the house. She didn't say much, but sometimes she gave him warm milk at night. She gave him a small blanket when it was cold. She saw the pain in Liam's eyes. She saw how the others treated him, but she couldn't do much. Vanessa barely looked at Liam. When she did, it was with disgust. She told her sister, "I hope this beggar leaves soon. He's ruining everything." Liam heard those words. They cut deep. He went to the corner, hugged his knees, and cried silently. No one noticed. No one cared. The truth was clear now. Vanessa and her family didn't care about poor children. They only cared about money, comfort, and image. And they had no idea that the boy they were hurting was the son of a millionaire. And soon, the truth would come crashing down. Days passed. Liam grew weaker. He was not used to this kind of life. At home, he was loved. Here, he was treated like dirt. He ate only once a day. Sometimes not even that. His stomach hurt. His hands were dry and cracked from washing dishes. No one talked to him with kindness. No one asked if he was okay. He began to feel invisible. At night, he cried quietly. He didn't want anyone to hear. He missed his father's warm hugs. He missed his mother's soft voice. He started writing letters to his mom in heaven. He used tiny pieces of paper. He didn't have a pen, so he used a pencil he found near the trash. He wrote things like, "Mom, I'm trying to be strong, but it hurts. They don't like me here. I miss you. Please tell Dad to come get me soon." He folded the letters and hid them under the thin blanket. The pain was not just in his body, it was in his heart. One day, while scrubbing the kitchen floor, he felt dizzy. The room spun. He tried to stand up, but his legs gave out. He fell hard. His head hit the floor. No one helped him. Vanessa's sister saw him, but just rolled her eyes and walked away. Liam lay there for a while, his little face pale, his breathing slow. Hours later, the old grandmother found him. She touched his forehead. It was burning. She gently picked him up and laid him on her own bed. She gave him water and wiped his face with a cold cloth. She whispered, "Hang in there, little one." Then she did something brave. She went to her room, locked the door, and made a secret phone call. She called Liam's father. She had taken his number from Vanessa's phone weeks ago, just in case. Her voice shook as she spoke. "Sir, your son. He's not okay. You need to come now. Please." And with that one call, everything began to change. Liam's father dropped everything when he got the call. He drove as fast as he could. His hands were shaking. His heart was pounding. He didn't tell anyone he was coming. He wanted to see the truth with his own eyes. When he reached Vanessa's house, he stood outside for a moment. He looked up at the windows and took a deep breath. Then he knocked on the door. Vanessa opened it. Her smile faded the moment she saw him. Why are you here?" she asked, nervous. He didn't answer. He walked past her and called out, "Where is the boy you took in?" "The poor child." Vanessa stammered. He's in the back. He's fine." But before she could lie more, the old grandmother stepped forward. Her eyes were full of tears. She pointed to the bedroom. Liam's father rushed in. There was his son, lying weak, pale, and shaking under a thin blanket. He picked Liam up in his arms. Liam opened his eyes slowly. "Daddy," he whispered. The man held him tight. He couldn't stop the tears. Then he stood up, turned to the whole family, and spoke. His voice was cold, calm, but full of pain. This boy, the one you called a beggar, is my son. Everyone froze. Vanessa's face turned white. Her mother gasped. Her sister dropped the glass she was holding. He continued. I trusted you. I wanted to see who you really were, and now I know. He looked at Vanessa and said, You will never come near my family again. No one spoke. No one moved. Shame filled the room. The man walked out, holding his son close. The grandmother followed him. She whispered, I'm sorry. I tried my best. He looked at her kindly. Thank you. You were the only light in this dark place. Then he put Liam in the car and drove away. The test was over. The truth was clear. And soon, the whole world would know what this family had done. Liam's father took him straight to the hospital. Doctors said he was weak, but he would be okay. He just needed rest, food, and love. The man stayed by his side every minute. He held Liam's hand. He kissed his forehead. I'm so sorry, son, he whispered. I should have never sent you away. Liam smiled weakly. It's okay, Daddy. You came back. That night, the man made a promise. No more tests. No more pain. I'll protect you with everything I have. Liam nodded and closed his eyes. For the first time in days, he slept peacefully. After a few weeks, Liam got stronger. His smile came back. His laugh filled the house again. The man decided to move to a new city. A fresh start. He built a beautiful home with a big garden, just like his wife always wanted. He also started a charity in her name. It helped poor children who had no family. He never forgot the pain Liam went through, so he made sure no other child would feel alone like that again. As for Vanessa and her family, their story spread quickly. Everyone in town found out what they did. People stopped trusting them. No one wanted to deal with them anymore. They lost their respect, and their fake smiles couldn't hide the truth. The old grandmother, though, was different. The man kept in touch with her. He sent her gifts and letters from Liam. She was the only one in that house who showed love. And love never goes unnoticed. Liam grew up strong, kind, wise beyond his years. He always remembered what he had faced, but he also remembered who stood by him. And every night, before bed, he looked at the stars and whispered, Thank you, Mom. We're okay now. Because in the end, love won, kindness lived on, and Liam got the happy life he truly deserved. If this story touched your heart, if you believe kindness should never be ignored, and if you want more emotional, powerful stories like this, please subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a story that could make you cry or smile. And don't forget to leave a comment. Tell us what part of this story moved you the most. Orasanlan, thank you for watching. You are part of our family now.